What we are sharing today or what we have previously shared, please understand that this is an ongoing criminal investigation, and out of respect for the judicial process, there are simply things that we just can't share information on. First up to speak will be Colorado Springs Police Department Chief Adrian Vasquez.
Thank you, everybody, for being here to cover this incredibly important event, just a horrific and sad and tragic event. Today, I just want to talk a little bit about some of the victims in this incident. You know, too often society loses track of the victims of these sad and tragic events in all the talk about the suspect. We strive to give the victims the dignity and respect that they deserve, as well as shine the light of public attention on the victims. Therefore, we are identifying them now. Please know that while all of the victims' families have been notified, they are suffering a horrific loss. So, I ask everyone who is listening to keep them in your thoughts and show them the care and heartfelt compassion that they deserve. None of the families want to do media interviews at this time, and I ask everyone to respect their request. We respect all of our community members, including our LGBTQ community. Therefore, we will be identifying the victims by how they identified themselves and how their families have loved and identified them. The first person I'll identify is Kelly Loving. Kelly's pronouns are she, her. Daniel Aston. Daniel's pronouns are he, him. Derek Rump. Derek's pronouns are he, him. Ashley Paugh, and that's P-A-U-G-H. Ashley's pronouns are she, her. Raymond Green Vance. Raymond's pronouns are he, him. Daniel Aston. Daniel's pronouns are he, him. Derek Rump. Derek's pronouns are he, him. Ashley Paugh, and that's P-A-U-G-H. Ashley's pronouns are she, her. I wanted to ensure that every victim, family member, and friends of victims, and all of our community members know that our officers and detectives will continue to be diligent and thorough in our work to hold the suspects accountable for these horrendous acts. I also want to reiterate that the Colorado Springs Police Department and that I am standing beside you as we move through and come to a conclusion in the investigation and seek justice for all of our victims. As I end, I ask that everyone in our community and around the world honor each victim lived. I want to take a moment of silence to honor those community members who lost a loved one. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. I also want to identify the two heroes who intervened inside of Club Q. Their exact actions are part of the investigation, so we can't discuss the specifics out of respect for the judicial process, but with their permission, we want to acknowledge their heroic actions. They are Thomas James and Richard Fierro. Again, thank you for being here and covering this incredibly important event. And with that, I'd like to introduce Mayor John Suthers.
Thank you, Chief, and good afternoon. Thank you for being here. As Mayor of Colorado Springs, and frankly on behalf of all the citizens of Colorado Springs, I want to again express our heartfelt condolences and unwavering support to the victims, their families, the LGBTQ plus community, and everyone affected by this tragedy. I had the opportunity before I came here today to talk to Richard Fierro, identified as one of the two heroes that subdued the suspect in this case, and in my opinion, I think the opinion of everyone involved, saved a lot of lives. I won't talk about, the nature of what he told me about the incident. I will just simply talk about, I have never encountered a person who had engaged in such heroic actions that was so humble about it. He simply said to me, I was trying to protect my family. I would also like to thank our community, the whole Colorado Springs community and the whole Pikes Peak region, for the outpouring of support they've shown. I can't tell you how many people have reached out from the city, our region, and frankly, from across the country, expressing their love and support for Colorado Springs and the Club Q community. And speaking of the Club Q community, we are joined here today by two co-owners of the club, Matthew Haynes and Nick Gizeka. I would also like to thank our community, the whole Colorado Springs community and the whole Pikes Peak region, for the outpouring of support they've shown. I can't tell you how many people have reached out from the city, our region, and frankly, from across the country, expressing their love and support for Colorado Springs and the Club Q community. And speaking of the Club Q community, we are joined here today by two co-owners of the club, Matthew Haynes and Nick Gizeka. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the support you've shown and the cooperation you've shown in making sure that you help us reach out to the community and help us serve the ends of justice in this case. A lot of people are wanting to know how they can help. We know that the victims and their families need our immediate and long-term support. And I want to tell you about the Colorado Healing Fund. That's a fund that's been in existence for some time. Actually, it was utilized during the Boulder tragedy, where several people were killed in Boulder some time ago. It's set up to provide a secure way to donate to victims and family members in incidents such as this, and they are ready and able, and they've already talked about appropriating money existing in the fund to the Club Q shooting victims. And what I want to emphasize to the public is that if you choose to donate through the Colorado Healing Fund at coloradohealingfund.com, you can be absolutely assured your donations are going to the right place. Now, for people needing support during this emotional time, the Colorado Springs Police Department is hosting a Community Resource Expo to provide our community members with the help they need in navigating the variety of emotions they may be experiencing surrounding this event. That expo is being held at the University of Colorado Springs Kevin O'Neill Cybersecurity and Research Center at 36050 North Nevada Avenue. It's open today until 7 p.m.